This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Guerrillas Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is your relics. And this is the sound of faith on fire.
Peace in the streets. But y'all said something different. Revelation 6:4. Power was given to him to take peace from the earth. Listen, this world not falling apart.
It's falling into prophecy.
The earth shaking like I said it would be. Nation against nation, Matthew 24 we see. Lawlessness rising, the love growing cold. Many hearts hardened, just like it was told. They calling evil good, Isaiah cried that before. Darkness for light, now the lies they adore. But Yah is watching every step that they take. Judgment is written, ain't a prophecy fake. The earth moaning, Jeremiah spoke it plain. Violence filling cities like the days of Cain. The whole creation groaning in pain. Romans 8:22 crying again, the world getting darker, pressure increasing. But Yah told his people the wicked ain't ceasing.
Peace, Yah said it's going away. Revelation 6 is the prophecy. Day what's in your heart will play its part when judgment falls from the heavens above. Come out of Babylon, don't delay. Revelation 18 says run away. Be set apart from the heart today. Before Yah takes the peace away. Babylon glittering, but the poison is deep. Entertainment system putting souls to sleep.
Babylon glittering, but the poison is deep. Entertainment system putting souls to sleep. The pearl of the serpent, the crown of deceit. While Yah's people dancing with chains on their feet. Come out of her, my people. Revelation say, don't share innocence. Her plagues that day. Her merchants rich, but the souls they trade. Revelation 18 exposing the gameplay. Hollywood prophets preaching rebellion, selling sin like it's heaven. But Yah said friendship with the world is war with him. James 4:7 set apart people, that's Leviticus law. Be holy like Yah, standing on, not loving the world. 1 John 2 says the lust of the flesh is a deadly maze. So
peace, Yah said it's going away. Revelation 6 is the prophecy. Day what's in your heart will play its part when judgment falls from the heavens above. Come out of Babylon, don't delay. Revelation 18 says run away. Be set apart from the heart to lay. Before Yah takes the peace away. Babylon glittering, but the poison is deep. Revelation 18 says run away. Be set apart from the heart to
tribulation pressure about to unfold. Daniel saw kingdoms rise like gold, but Yah's kingdom come an everlasting throne. All these empires turning to stone. The earth trembling, Luke 21 men fainting for fear when the shaking begun. Signs in the heavens, distress in the sea, but Yah's redemption drawing for his family. Many will choke when the pressure appear. Mark 4:19 said the cares bring fear. Riches and pleasures will swallow the seed, but Yah's true people walk in the deed. Endure to the end, Yahushua declared. Matthew 24, be spiritually prepared, because when peace gone and the earth in flame, only the faithful will stand in his name.
Awake, oh Israel.
Romans 13. Wake from sleep.
The night far spent, the day at hand. Put on the armor of light, because Babylon is falling tonight. Peace, Yah said it's going away. His seals opening day by day. What's in your heart will play its part when the world gets pressed in the fire. Come out of Babylon, hear his call before systems crumble and fall. Set apart, stand tall, don't sway before Yah takes the peace away.
The world will say peace and safety, but 1 Thessalonians 5 says sudden destruction comes.
So choose today.
Babylon. Oh yeah.
They thought I was silent. They thought I was weak. They covered my name, changed my words.
Scattered my people.
But the earth is still mine, and the day of reckoning is near.
They sailed the waters with chains in their hands, sold my children in foreign lands, changed their language, erased their name, built their kingdoms from my pain.
They hear my name from the rising sun. Told my children I was none. Turned my word into their throne, while my people suffered alone.
But I watched every lie they told, every story twisted and sold. Oh, and the fire in my heart is burning out of control. You thought my silence meant I was gone, but I was right in judgment all along. But nations set the fire in my chest, thinking they were blessed, but they awakened the lion instead. They tried to play me weak, but I am the fire you can't defeat. They tried to hide my name, but my glory will burn through the flame. They tried to steal my throne, but the earth and the heavens are my own. Now the nations will see you never should have played with me. Yeah. You built your city on stolen blood, drowned my truth in a rising flood. Took my scriptures, twisted the page, turned my mercy into a cage. From the Americas to the sea, you tried to rewrite history, but the stones themselves will testify. Every secret, every lie, you mock my people, broke their pride. Now the trumpet sound will speak and reveal who you called weak. You covered our name across the land, but judgment is written by my hand. You thought your kingdom would never fall, but I am the one above them all. They tried to make me weak, but I am the fire you can't defeat. They tried to hide my name, but my glory will burn through the flood. They tried to steal my throne, but the earth and the heavens are my own. Now the nations will see you never should have played with me. Touch not my anointed hand. Do my prophets no harm. But the nations mocked my warning, so now they face my arm. The fire they fed in my heart will tear their kingdoms apart. For every tear my children cry, the heavens record every cry. They thought my silence meant defeat, but silence was mercy. They tried to make me weak, but I am the fire you can't defeat. They tried to hate my name, but my glory will burn to the flood. They tried to steal my throne, but the earth and the heavens are my own. Now the nations will see you never should have played with me. You tried. You tried. You tried. You tried. You tried. But Jah never loses.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. My name is Mike. And today I was talking about the heat is on. There was an Amazon, let's call it a data center, that was hit in Israel. And with some of my stuff got affected by it, some of it. And it's still affected by it, which I know for a fact that ain't gonna fix it overnight. But it is what it is, and the world is doing what the world is doing. But it is reported that Iran targeted these Amazon buildings. Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom, Sister Patia. I'm glad you came in today. And who is this? Ailey. I'm not going to even try to murder your last name, but shalom. But this is what they did. They targeted the which truthfully, when it's all over said and done, it's a data center. You know, they hit it, and it affected two things that I deal with, and it did affect some swipes. Not swipes. What do they call that thing? It's there's a monetary system that Amazon offer that it is affecting. But yes, this stuff here that they're talking about, brothers and sisters, when it's all over said and done, this place is lying here. You know, and they're making all the little call themselves having bragging rights, but they're not telling the truth. This is the reason, me personally, I listen to overseas news. They show you everything. No, this country's not it's not looking good. You know, I have always said that if they ever on top of other nations decided to hit here, I have always talked about over in the East Coast, the West Coast, I'm sorry. And because I'm looking at the what do they call that place? Yellowstone? Yeah. See, now, this is the time where people, our nations rather, are sitting down and they're analyzing. Because now they're sitting down, they say, hey, if we do this, we gotta, it's like we gotta go all the way in. They're strategizing. Now they put the warning out there. Yeah, they got the warning. I got my sister, she lives in Arizona, but still, that's like next door. And if it was me, I'd be getting up out of there. It's just me. They gave a warning. Now I know, don't get me wrong, living here in Babylon, we are not accustomed to any type of threat like that. The last threat that we may have, well, it wasn't a threat. That came, they brought it in, 9/11. And then there's some questions about that. But every time these officials open their mouths, you got to be asking yourself, how much of it is the truth? Because, hey, they're doing their father's will. And then at the same time, now, who is their father? The one who orchestrated the lie. And so what do you think they're going to be good at? They're going to be very good at lying. And then will look you in the face with sincerity and tell you a bold-faced lie. So now, when you tell them the people that's living here, everything is cool, we got it under control, what do? We move. All right, they got it in control. We're going about our daily routine. This is what we do. And we move like, well, the United States is going to do what it's going to do. Everything will be good and things of that nature. This is not looking good. Iran been on this country's list for over 14 years. And you would think, do you think rather, that those people rather, didn't sit down, calculate, strategize as to what they need to do for those, what truthfully is more than 14 years. It's more than 14. But you didn't think that they were going to sit down, prepare, put money together to protect their way of life. Any other country does the same thing. Hey, what do we need to do? And it would appear that they did it. It is reported that Iran got through their Iron Dome of Israel. And it seemed like everybody's getting through that dome. So you got to ask, is it really a dome? Or they call this putting up some light that's supposed to stop a bomb. These people got themselves hemmed up. This is what they have gotten themselves into. They got into a position that they was pushing, they was egging this. They wanted this. They wanted this country, Iran, to bow down to their wills. They was telling this country, that country rather, hey, you can't have a nuclear weapon, but you got one. This is what the world knows of. Now the threat, yeah, they made that threat. They got the policemen in California all on alert. I'm not just trying to be on alert, brother. This is just me. I'm like, it's time. It's time to break camp, because it would appear that that day it's getting it's getting real. It's getting real until somebody go ahead and say, hey, you know what? Push the button. And once they push that button, brothers, but truthfully, there's no going back from this anyway. We have already passed go. It's already past go. And now, you know what? Truthfully, let me back up. When I say, I shouldn't have said we, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Truthfully, nothing to do with me. What they're doing, what they want. Now, it is reported that they also, now Israel, it's been demolished. But this is what they've been begging for. And they've been begging for it because of the arrogance that they are accustomed to. And at the same time, yeah, they can feed you this particular information because what? They own and they control the channel here. This is the reason why you see a lot of brothers and sisters, they go overseas to get the full scope of the news. That's what they do. Then they report back. But hey, you don't have a whole lot of ears listening to let's just call them low-level media. They look at, the big channels and things of that nature to get the news, but the big channels is the ones who will tell you the big lie. But this is what they have done. This is what they have done and what they are doing. They stepped into something they cannot get up out of this. Now it's also reported that France sent one of these ships over there and things of that nature. And what they going to do? But gas has went up like 14 cents since day before yesterday. Now, what it is today, I do not know. But the world, this nation, got itself in a pretty bad pickle. And at the same time, they steady laying off people of color in large numbers. I'm talking about black women, black men. They're continually being laid off from their jobs. This is an orchestrated movement, brothers. Now, it's going to get heated. It's going to be a whole lot more pressure out there than usual. Now, the song Taking Peace Away, brothers, that has already started. It's already started. The thing about it is this: we do not want to get caught up in the mix of all this hatred that's about to just explode. You have individuals. You have individuals that's looking to start a fight, that's looking to get things popped off. This is what they want. But when the Most High said he is being granted to him to take peace away, brother, there's some movies out there when they show that type of stuff. Like there's one, it's like more of a series. No, it's not a series, but I think it was like 3 or 4 movies. And it's called The Purge. Brothers, they showing us what they want to do, going to do, all at the same time. The thing about it is, the Most High is warning us. Anything that can get you caught up at that particular time when you getting the residue or whatever piece that you think you have is taken away. Now, when I say taken away, Shabbat Shalom, Sister Cynthia. I'm glad you came in, sis. When I say taking peace away, brother, this is what I mean. Whatever you've been practicing as an awakened Israelite, if you continue to practice gossiping, things that you know for a fact that the Most High speaks against, whatever piece that you think you have, brothers, sisters, it's going to be taken away. It's going to be taken away. And you just might find yourself in a hemmed up situation, caught up in the world, where all of this havoc is going to be unleashed. Truthfully, it's already started. But this is the warning that the Most High has been giving us. He said he hates contention. If you're a brother or sister out there that love to keep up with contention, trust and believe you're going to reap what you have been sowing. When Yahushua said, love your brothers intently from the heart, he means it, because he knew this moment is going to come. Now, these people, the politicians, speaking of all this, these are arrogant things. It seemed like their peace been taken away a long time ago. That's what it seems. And then at the same time, they got a judgment that's coming right behind it. But for us, this is just my encouragement. Before that peace is taken away, and well, you know what? Hold on, I'm moving too fast. Let me step back. When this peace, brothers, is taken away, you're going to see people. You're going to see people do some things you be like, are you joking me? Your jaw is going to drop. It's going to happen. Some people are in compliance to the law because of the law. But when that law is taken away, and they have no law, as they may say, that is hindering them from doing what is ever on their hearts, that's a very dangerous position to be in. And that person may seem to be the nicest person that you ever met, but you just don't know the deep, dark secret that they have been pondering over. But the only thing that kept them in place was, if I did this, I'll go to jail. But your line of thoughts, brothers and sisters, eventually going to make you, or it's going to break you. When that peace is taken away, brothers and sisters, when it's all over said and done, that's a tribulation. That's a tribulation. And it's going to hit. It's going to hit, and it's going to hit hard. Right now, they flooding there's YouTube, TikTok with the news of what's going on in Iran. But then, like I said, brothers and sisters, when you go to the channels here, they're going to tell you so much. But when you go over Al Jazeera and things of that nature, no, you're hearing the story, but then you're hearing everything that should be told, that's not being spoken. Because what? They don't want to incite a panic here. They don't want to mess with their money here. Now, if they went out and they told the truth, what do you think people are going to do? Here, 9 times out of 10, some may panic and run up to the stores to get whatever they think need to get, or Some may run into their bunkers, but this this stuff is real. This is that heat that we've been talking about since this awakening. This is what we have been talking about. This is what we are witnessing. And it seemed like everything else, truthfully, seemed like everything else, brothers and sisters, is falling on the back burner. Everything else is falling on the back burner. Yeah, you're seeing more and more brothers speaking about, hey, get out of the United States. Now, granted, the rich Gentiles, they already did that. They knew, oh no, this place is done. And you know what, truthfully, I would not be surprised, because I mean, I know they're not going to release no numbers like that, to find out how many people literally left the United States. Because people are leaving in droves, and they're sharing their experiences as to leaving. Some going to Thailand, Panama, the Caribbeans. They're getting out. They see a very dangerous position that this country has put itself in. This is what they're seeing. And it was called common sense. If you got room for it, you make room for it. You get, you see something that's not right, you put yourself in a better position not to get hemmed up. But now they put the warning out there that California is going to be hit by Iran. Now, like I said earlier, we are not accustomed to stuff like that. When the movies, when they make the movies of something of that nature, now the United States always end up winning. Even from the movies, brothers, they have really spellbounded the people. All that would never happen. All that would never happen. I talk to individuals that seriously believe that this or that can never happen, but it can happen to other countries. Oh no, not here. And then what do they say? They make it personal. Oh no, we have too many bombs. Our military is too strong. This is what they say. This is what they say, and they believe. But sadly, truthfully, their faith is very misplaced. This place is upon a judgment, and that judgment started with this awakening. When the Most High woke up, turned his attention back to his people, and the world said, hey, now you all are not the people. So when they continued to go back and forth talking about who we are not, judgment kept on moving rather. That's what it did. It didn't stop. It didn't slow down. It kept going. And what did Yah's people do? They kept on speaking. They kept on speaking until the lie that they was trying to push out, it faded into the dust, or into the atmosphere. It just faded. It kept fading. Because the Most High said his word will seek pure completion. It's going to start and it's going to end. While in between those two parts, we're going to witness it. And this is what we're witnessing. This is why they got themselves hemmed up. It is absolutely, there's no going back. But the encouragement that the Most High said to us, clean it up. Whatever we need to do when it comes to our brothers and sisters, if you have some type of hatred in your heart, the Most High said straighten it out.
Because what you think about and what's about to come about, yeah, it can make you or it can break you. And now, don't get me wrong, brothers. Yes, we sing, let's just say, rappers and things, how they preach about killing and things of that nature and all that. It sounds like it's a very dangerous position to be in with this peace being taken away from the earth. And we ain't talking about just one location. The Most High said the earth. He said the earth. And some people, brothers and sisters, don't get me wrong, they can go in, hurt you so deep that you be like, you know what, I would never help that individual again. I seen that. I talked to people who went down that road. It was this sister, excuse me, it was this sister, and she was helping this family. And that incident made her so, it went in deep on her. It did. Because this sister, she used her own money to help the family. And the family came back and just, oh my goodness, and hemmed the sister up. That's what it did. And so she got to a point, she said, you can't tell me nothing. I would never help no one out again. That's that hurt that goes in very deep. But the Most High understands that. He went through the same thing. Dealing with Israel. Same thing. For his spirit creatures, Hashatan, for him to flip from being a faithful angel to an adversary. That had to be hurtful. But the Most High gave us free will. He didn't make us like a robot. He gave us free will to make decisions. And brothers and sisters, truthfully, this is a decision-making moment. That's what it is. Me drinking some water. This is what this is. Another, well, we're going to have to make decisions. We're going to have to make a decision. Either we're going to be for the world or we're going to be for the Most High. One or the other. You can't, we're not going to be straddling in the fence and things of that nature. And truthfully, brothers, some people literally believe that they can ride the fence. They literally believe they can ride the fence. The Most High said, those that love the world, the love of the Father is not in them. If you love this world, this system, brothers, they ain't gonna look good for you when it's all over said and done. The Most High, he cannot lie. He cannot lie. He is going to do away with the person who orchestrated, who came up with this system. So now, how is it that you can love this system when you know that this system is of the devil? So now, when it's all over said and done, that's what you're doing. You're loving the devil. The only thing that's about to be a little bit more enhanced about his system, he's about to show you who he is and who you are loving. Because it's just that time. He wants to step out into the limelight. He wants to be known. I am the one that you love. Not necessarily for you to shy away, but to let the world know, excuse me, to let the world know he is the one who's giving you your fleshly desires. in the world, brothers and sisters, they love that flesh. They love it. They love that they have a free will, that they are able to make a choice, how they want to live. Whether you say, I'm going to live this particular way, it's okay. Long as you got a little sin mixed in with your daily routine, the devil he's okay with that. Do anything according to your flesh. That's all he's not about that spirit. He's not. He's about that purity, evilness. This is Satan's system. Hold on just for a moment. I just recognized something. Sister Cynthia, Sister Patty, is somebody else doing a live or something? I just recognized it's only 3 on in the chat. On the live. Must be somebody else will be doing a live or something, because I didn't see anything. At least, like I said, brothers, the system is messing up. I do not get alerts. Oh, that's what it is. All right, all right. He's on. All right. I didn't know that, because I kid you not, I don't get alerts. And ever since that stuff they hit, sister, if y'all only knew, a lot of the stuff that I do online it's not going through. It is not going through at all. But it is what it is. What people, this is what the system is supposed to do. Peace. Hey, how you doing, Sister? Shabbat Shalom, Sister Van P. I'm glad you came in, sis. Okay. Coming in and awaken. Okay. But we are in a very truthfully, I'm not going to say this. It's dangerous for a system that's fighting for that system to survive. Yes, it's very dangerous for them. No, it's not dangerous for us. We understand it. We do understand it. And now when I talk about an exodus, a greater exodus, oh yes, it's very much alive now. It's a lot more believable now, because world events, nations fighting against nations, kingdom against kingdom, is right there in front of us. It's right there in front of us. But this is my encouragement, brothers. Any one of you brothers thinking about fleeing or moving out of the country, brothers, I see a lot of brothers. I see some brothers and sisters be on YouTube and telling you, you can do this, do that. You can live this particular lifestyle. Brothers and sisters, I don't preach being comfortable at the time of the end. I do not. I know where we coming from. Out of Babylon. It is not going to be peaches and cream for us. It's not. We still have to use discernment. Now, I seen brothers go over there to Kenya, Ghana, talking about they went and bought a condo and things of that nature. And they give off the notion that we all can do that. And then they show their lifestyle. Now, scripturally speaking, that should not be the case. That should not be the case. Because when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, ask yourself, How much is $100 bill worth when the system is collapsed? That paper dollar, I don't care what it's made on, from a tree, wood, paper. Ask yourself, how much is it worth? But like in Sister Van P case, she grows food. No, she grows stuff. So if she ever says to herself, you know, I want to take this a little bit further, and she started growing things, minding her garden to get a good yield from her, she starts selling things or trading. What she will be doing is keeping a roof, clothing, and food for herself. When it's all, brothers, that's where it's going to. You look at the people here in this particular place. I'm talking about Gentiles. Gentiles, no, they fleeing out of the cities. They're going into these rural areas, and they are planting their gardens and things of that nature. They know what's coming. We should be on the same platform. We know what's coming, brothers. We know what's coming. When it's all over said and done, these countries that's fighting, they fighting over what? Oil. They fighting over oil, minerals. They're fighting over food, wheat, spices. You don't see nobody fighting over no money. Look at it. Who is out there fighting over money? Nobody is out here fighting over money. They're fighting over minerals. That's what they're fighting over. It's been that way for so long. The United States came up and said, you know what, we're taking gold from backing the dollar. And for whatever reason, and for however it went, it maintained. But there's nothing backing the dollar like it used to be. You're right, Sister Cynthia. It is a beautiful thing. But we, truthfully, got to get back into that way of life. I would say with this greater exodus that's right before our face, this lifestyle that we got accustomed to may just start showing itself with this exodus, greater exodus, where people want to start showing themselves. Yeah, I mean, when it started having this go be so mind-boggling, yeah, everybody go be on point. Everybody gonna be woke at that time. But as it goes on, that's when people start to show themselves. They start to complain. What? Our forefathers did it. Yeah, they was happy to get out of it. Man, please, they was ecstatic to getting up out of Egypt. They was. But they still had the complaining spirit. That's what they had. We just take the past actions of our forefathers and apply it in our time. It's like it's going to happen. Eventually, yes, Yah's people will rule the world off the top. Period. Why? The world's, well, at least in the United States, they have seen what people of color has done, has spoken up, has fought for. And that's on a very, very small scale, period. But that small scale of what our forefathers did with inventions and things of that nature. And then when it comes to let's just say human rights. When we fought about something and they got it to pass, trust and believe, they had some sinister plots wrapped around whatever they thinking they agreed to. Always. That beast got to have something for themselves. When they thinking they giving, when you think they're giving something to you, the beast is taking 10 things away that you can't even see at the particular time. This is where, truthfully, brothers, separating ourselves from the system is becoming more and more blatant. I mean, it's like, what was that? Brother Robert said, the prophecies are happening so fast, you never can't keep up. That's a Now, when the Most High said he was going to speed it up, I didn't imagine prophecies be coming in like this. No, I didn't. Never. I never would. Truthfully, I never would have thought that we was Israel. That's number one. I never would have thought that we was Israel. But when the Most High wakes you up and allow you to understand scriptures, you can't fight with that. I mean, the devil would, him and his minion, they gonna fight with it. But us, no. We know when it's real. And now the world can't take that. The world is showing itself. It is absolutely understanding what's happening. That's what the world is understanding. Now, whatever this guy here, Trump, he get there and he make all these arrogant remarks against Iran. And when I know I was talking about that country that's sitting off in the cut, he just popped up on the radar. North Korea popped up on the radar. Now, brothers and sisters, let's just use common sense. And it's still common up on amongst us. It is. You got a lot of countries, and I say a lot. You have that's the cartels, the Mexican cartel. I'm gonna call them a country. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call it a country. You have North Korea, you have Iran, you got Russia, you got China. You got 5 countries that has a hatred for this beast. You don't think they sitting down at the table talking slyly. And now let's look at the book of Obadiah. Now you got 5 countries. I mean, that's just 5 that I'm just speaking of. Now, let's push them, lay them over here. Let's go with the book of Obadiah. And in that book, the scriptures clearly states that it's alliances with other countries, France, they're supposed to set a trap for this beast. That's scriptural. How many countries there may be? Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, let's just say, for an example, could it be Greenland? Could it be France? Could it be Canada? This is the thing, brothers, we looking at. This is when the Most High said this place is gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. Yeah, brother, that's believable. That, and then we ain't even talking about the sleeper cells. To activating them, Please. Who? Yes, it is absolutely believable that this place can be gone in a matter of 1 hour. But then at the same time, if it brings you back, well, how is this exodus is going to happen? That's just something, brothers, truthfully, it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. But all the while we're hoping, looking for it, we still got to be on point because, brothers, the more research you do on peace being taken away from the earth, you go pick and choose your friends. You're going to pick and choose who you socialize with. That's just how serious your peace is going to be. You gonna be picking your neighbors. You gonna be like, no, I don't want to live over here, and things of that nature. I don't like how they get you. And brothers and sisters, you that is absolutely your prerogative. Because when it's all over said and done, bad association spoils useful habits. 1 Corinthians 15:33, I think. You can make that choice. But when the Most High said it is granted for him to take peace away, brothers, listen to this. Peace has a whole lot to do with patience. A lot of it. I want you, brothers and sisters, to understand this. Usually, nowadays, you find the grandparents raising the grandchild. That's what you find. And the parents of those the child don't have the patience for the child, but the grandmother do. The grandmother got the patience. But then at the same time, may have a little frustration in it because she raising kids all over again. And she may be a grandmother who's working full time. Think about it, brothers. When this peace is taken away and that patience is not there, you have havoc. You're going to see some demonic things, brothers. You talk about babies. You talk about babies being found in a garbage can. No, brother, we talking about something way worse than that. At the age of 50, I see what you Sister Cynthia. Now, you know what? Sister Cynthia, and check this out. That is common in Tanzania. I said, hey, why do the girls, these mothers, take the kids back to their mother? And they said their mother, the grandmother, they're raising them. Hitty came up with the Bible. And she told her mother, she said, no, it's my responsibility to raise my child. But that is very common in Tanzania. And then it's because there's one sister there. She has 3 kids. Not one she raised. Not one she raised, but her mother did. But now her mother, she's sick now. She's dealing with cancer. So now this mother of these 3 kids is going back to care for her mother and her 3 kids. How is that going to look? How is that going to work? All you're going to see is frustration. Brothers and sisters, understand this. When the Most High said he's going to take peace away, brothers, I'm serious. That peace is far reaching. It is absolutely far reaching that we may not have seen. It is universal irresponsibility. Yeah, it is. It is. But this is what they do here. I mean, they take the child to the grandparent. And then now we ain't even talking about this new age generation of kids. We ain't even talking about them. I'm talking about ones that may be like what? They may be in their 30s and their mothers and the mother or the grandfather is raising the kids. I'm talking about those like in their 30s. We ain't even talking about the ones who's having babies, having kids at 15, 17, 19 years old. And then you talking about peace taken away from the earth. And that child, that baby's up there crying. And you're a young mother, young father, you can't take it. And you don't have no patience. And I'm going to show you how wicked the system is. Brothers, back in the 80s, what was the average length of a song? A song that you listen to. Roughly, it was like 5 to 6 minutes long, sometimes 10. And then they had the extended version. But we had the patience to listen to that music. Brothers, what do you think the average length of music today? You better not go over 2. You bet you're doing good going over 3 minutes. 2 minutes is perfect. 3 minutes, you pushing it. 4, wait a minute. 5, you're going down the road we ain't trying to go down. 6, please. You working on my nerve. This is how they took patience away. Brothers and sisters, they use music, they use entertainment to take these things away from us. I got a song that's out there, that's 6 minutes. That song is 6 minutes. I knew what I was doing. Get people to start looking at their patience. And unfortunately, brothers, it affected us too. It's like we want it quick, fast, and hurry. That's what the world has pushed upon us. These are the things, brothers, we have to start to recognize. We got to recognize these things. And when you recognize it, we got to do better. Not saying that we're doing bad, but when we see a problem, you speak on it. We're seeing what the world has done, the way they moved us from here, came up with that, did this, and here we are. Here we are. There was one time I was listening to what's his name? Teo Ministry. And he was talking about these 15-minute cities. Oh, brothers, I never would have thought in a million years I will see one. And at the same time, see one and noticing how they was maneuvering traffic to get that system put in place. Sister Cynthia, where are you at? Because I was in Texas when I seen this. When I was in Texas, I was in Chicago too when they was getting it, built up. They call it, what do they call that stuff? Regentrification. That's what they called it then. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Sister Cynthia, you in Illinois? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I was in Chicago. And that's when I started noticing it. But when I came to Texas, please. The apartment buildings look like a hotel. Peoria. Oh, you're in Peoria. You're like 2 or 3 hours away from Chicago. Okay. I'm telling you, that's what they're doing. And see now, this is the thing. The powers that be, they sit down and have conversations about the people, but not for the people. It's about the people, but it's not for the people. It's for them to keep the people in control. That's what that's about. But these are the things we need to be mindful of. I've been in Tanzania. The longest I stayed there for 9 months. Now, mind you, I never once saw that city. I never once seen a 15, please, 15 minutes, please. No. Now, I can't speak for all of Africa, but I just don't see it happening. Just too, the continent is just, it's massive. It is absolute. That would be an undertaking. But we know for a fact it ain't about you controlling no people. But here and everywhere else, no, it's about controlling. It is absolutely about controlling, because what? Yeah, they, what do you say, Sister Cynthia? They gentrified the water. It's drinking me. Yep. Oh yeah. Sister, do y'all remember when they had that boom of condos? Yeah, everybody talk, oh, I went and got me a condo. Oh, I went and got me a condo. Oh yeah. Now, but let me tell you something now. Let's not misunderstand this. They built these 15-minute cities. And then they also knew that people won't be able to afford it. You got people living out of trailer, what do they call those things? Campers. Yeah, there's one guy, he's buying used campers and he's just parking it on his land. Yeah, do them up and everything. And people live in those campers like it's a house. And especially these tiny homes, they are popping up. They are popping up. They're popping up and people doing what they need to do. People are doing what they need to do with a great deal of anger. They upset. Now, brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. The Most High said, it is granted for him to take peace away from the earth. That's that rider. Now, mind you, these people are paying me to hook up equipment in these stores. This equipment is going to get rid of bodies. Some people are going to get laid off. At first, I started to notice this about maybe, let's just say 10 years ago. I hooked up some equipment, tested it, got it online, but I was noticing that the people that was working in this particular warehouse, they was all older people, mature people. I didn't see not one young cat, not one young person in this particular warehouse. And they was moving so, what's the word? They was moving with the ease, like they didn't have a worry in the world. But the equipment that I was installing was going to tell the forklift what to do, where to pick it up, and where to take it to. And that thing will go pick it up off the shelf, turn around, go to a particular truck or trailer that it is assigned to, and drop that load off inside there. No human being, no human control at all. These people they did not have a worry in the world, because it would appear to me that they was right there at retirement, and it seemed like they was going to get a package retirement package that was like out of the world. It's just they gave off a spirit as if they wasn't worried about nothing. And you want to talk about somebody that, man, you're talking about some helpful people. When I needed something moved, oh, they come right there and help me. They move it and things so I can finish with my work. And they knew what I was installing. But this new generation, I ran up on this young brother, and he was locked up, and he said he's not trying to go back to jail. He was talking to his mother, and things, and I was there fixing on something. But anyway, he said he wanted to go to school for to learn how to drive forklifts. And mind you, now I'm hooking up the equipment that's going to take that, that business is going to be automated. And so I'm doing the work and everything, and all that. And so I told the young brother, I said, look, why don't you just go to school for robotics? He said, no, man, I can't do robotics. I said, yes, you can. And he was saying that, he couldn't do robotics and things of that nature. I said, brother, the only way you can't do it is when you don't want to do it. I said, when you say you can't do it as if there's a limitation, there's no limitation. I said, it's in your mindset. I said, I just hooked up equipment. I told the young brother and his mother that I said, you're going to be wasting your money because eventually you're going to get laid off. You're like, what you mean? So he thought I was joking. So I told him about this particular company. It's like a hardware store. And so I told him to go there just to visit him and his mother. And I said, you're going to see a floor sweeper. It's going to be mopping and sucking up the water itself. There ain't nobody going to be driving that thing. He thought I was joking. And this been a couple of years ago. He went there. Reality is something else when you see things for yourself. Reality is a good thing when you start seeing things for yourself. Now, granted, forklift is still it's a business where there are some guys that's needed, especially more so on construction sites. Warehouse, well, not so much. Not so much. Not so much. But when people start to lose their jobs, brothers, there's a measure of anger, especially if you have a person who believes that he put in so many years for this company and the company just come back and treat him like a rag doll. He or she is going to be upset because they took their loyalty and applied it to a person of a company. And they felt in their mind, hey, you shouldn't have done me this way. Brothers and sisters, I don't care how you look at it, that's going to be a measure of anger. It's going to be. Also, Sister Cynthia, with that unity needs to start here and now. Here and now. The world has sat down, conspired as to what all it's going to do. Now, don't get me wrong now. The conversation that they're having, they're demonically inspired. I said, the conversation these people are having is demonically inspired. Hashatan knows exactly where Sister Cynthia, Sister Patty, Sister Van P, where are they going? What's going to happen to them? So he got to put things in place. They know, hey, these people are about to be missed. And brothers, when I say we are about to be missed, yes, we are. See, right now, it's AI has a part in doing this. When you could take a person, what's his name? Ice Cube. Keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. And they showing a little dance, the Crip Walk. Now they got Trump doing it. They got Cass doing it. They got little bitty kids doing it. And people are looking at it and laughing about it. They find it funny. They find it funny. But the vast majority of music that they're using and depicting animals and people, Michael Jackson, they doing him. So now it looks funny, it looks entertaining, but then there's a reality to that. One day, these people will be gone. And they're not even just letting that just soak in. Right now, it's fun, it's cute, it's entertaining. But when you don't have those people there any longer, what is it that you're going to have? What is it that they're going to have? They're about to be lonely, brothers. Our existence here in captivity has been one of entertainment and just flat out just company. What? Look at the vast majority of nursing homes. Who are the employees? Black women. Look at the vast majority of nursing home. It's us. We dominate the field. We have a spirit of caring. We do. I did plenty of work in a lot of different nursing homes, and I seen we dominate. I'm talking about from the city to the suburbs. We dominate. Now, when this peace being taken away, histophan, and then you're talking about on top of an exodus, brothers and sisters, when it's all over, that is a tribulation, period. That within itself is a tribulation. Just let that sit down, let that soak in for a moment. They talk about us like a dog. They say this, they say that. But the time is about to happen where they ain't have to worry about not one thing, not 1 ounce of issue will they have concerning us. Be gone. You don't have to worry about hating us any longer. Hate us from a distance. We don't have to deal with it. If you feel, I'm talking about the nation, that you don't like us, all right, don't worry about it. Dislike us from a distance. But I tell you what, we won't be around here sitting around talking about, man, they over there, you in your place, your country, your land, and you worried about somebody in another land hating on you? Man, please. Now, Sister Cynthia, they're missing us. It's going to be, bro. It's not that I'm putting ourselves on a pedestal. It's not that. And I'm not just talking about people here. We talking about globally. We speaking globally. They're going to miss you. They're going to miss us. Period. They're going, and then they now. But if they sat down and they thought about it, yeah, they will. Because everything that at least this country got has been stolen. You name it. You name it, it's been stolen. You name it, they have done it. The world, brothers. No. This is a time, and this is just my encouragement. Don't let whatever peace that you may have be taken away. Because you can't, and don't get me wrong, we're going to be offended. We are, and some things hits a little bit harder than other incidents. But let us always be on the watch. Because when you start harboring hatred, the devil sits there and he nurses it. That's what he needs to live. He needs that hate. He has an intensity. He has a jealousy against the Most High. He wants the Most High's position. I tell you, if you want to talk about a misplaced of a judgment, that was one of the worst things that he could ever done. How in the world are you gonna want to take your creator's spot? How is it that you think that you can usurp him from your creator? He went beyond the call of duty and got hemmed up. And the world is doing the same thing. But go to the grocery store and get you some a fruit or a vegetable. I'm scared to eat the fruits and vegetables now, truthfully. I don't know what they're putting in it, what they got it laced with. Where's the seeds? Now, it's going to be upon us. Shabbat Shalom, Sister Angela. I'm glad you came in today. You're more than welcome, sis. It's going to be us who's going to fix that. It's going to be us who's going to put those seeds back the way the Most High created it. It's going to be us. It's going to be us. There was a Nigerian brother. He was on YouTube, and he was talking about that. How they are looking into putting seeds back in it, because he got highly upset because what the system did with the bananas. Now, if you go back in the days, bananas, no, their seeds was visible. You can see the banana seeds. It's right there in the center, always like a little dark spot, right in the center of the banana. You ain't gonna find no seed now. But this is what they're trying to do. They're literally, these flesh and blood people, at least that's what we think they are trying their best to usurp the Most High from his position as creator. And it's like they don't understand. You're using his platform, the world is using his platform to manipulate a particular food, to give to a particular people. So if we do this to this particular vegetable, it will do this to these people, like it will do this to them. It will increase the cholesterol. This hypothetically speaking. But this is what we got to contend with. No, there's a lot of warnings about bananas. I mean, I seen Gentiles even speak about that. So now, and this is the thing. If people are feeling funny about the fruits and vegetables, man, please think about these cookies and crackers and things of that nature. Something that they can literally shrug down to a powder, and then add some seasoning, and they call it food. I'm telling you. But Sister Cynthia, Sister Angela, us going back to that land, understanding how to grow stuff, how to I'm not going to say re-engineer. It's like you got to undo what man has done. We represent the Most High. We put things back in the way he created things. We go do that. Man is not going to do that. Not here. They're not going to do it. They're looking to control a people. They want to use this as a food, as a weapon. That's what they want. Why do you think, brothers? The United States is the only country where all other countries, they do not take food from the United States. I went to Morocco. Please. No, they don't cook. They're baked, they're donuts, brother, please. It has a little sugar in it. But that thing hard like a bagel. But they call it a donut. Their pops, nowhere close to being as sweet as the ones here. This is the reason why they monitor what comes in from the United States. That is, to Africa. Shabbat Shalom, Brother Robert. I'm glad you came in, brother. But this is what they do. They monitor everything that comes in. They know, brother, what? The devil knows what's in store for his system. He pretty much got his day of judgment down to a science, about. But he do understands there's going to be an exodus, a greater one, far exceeding the first. He knows that. He knows that. He understands it. Matthew chapter 24 is right here as we speak. Some of you all are not going to even die. Yahushua said it. Don't believe me? Don't believe me. Read Matthew chapter 24. He stated it. Yahushua stated it. Believe him. Because right now, brothers, Matthew 24 is alive and kicking, as well as Luke 21. It's alive and kicking. Shabbat Shalom, Sister Piggy D. I'm glad you came in, sister. It's alive and kicking, brothers. That moment of peace. We say shalom. We say peace. Shalom and things of that nature. But brothers, when the Most High said he's going to give that rider the authority to take peace away. Oh, brother, that's something I tell you. When the Most High tells you, don't do this, love your brothers intently, don't keep up contention and things of that nature. he means it. Because, like I said earlier, things are already in place for this peace to be taken away. We already got the intensity of hatred. And I'm not speaking about us. I'm talking about a hatred of a nation. You know, this taking away of peace it's going to be a tribulation. It's going to be a tribulation. Can you imagine that happening along with the threat that they made, Iran, against California? Now, with anyone, ain't nobody, Iran is not going to give you a date and a time when they're going to move. Now, how they got that information anyway, I don't know. But this is the threat. This is the threat that they have put out on the news. And at the same time, like I said earlier, there's some information that this country is not telling the truth about what's really going on over there. And then there was another news broadcast that said, hey, they're taking ICE agents and putting them in Kuwait. Yes. So I got to, the question is this, what is that about? You running low on men? The army? Now, this is the same president that did not want blacks in the army. Now, am I wrong? Am I wrong? But they didn't start too many fights, and they're getting hemmed up. They are absolutely hemmed up. Got a whole lot of discontent out there. If you think, like I said earlier, brothers, if you think Greenland is cool with the United States, if you think not Russia, Canada, France, Venezuela, if you think everything is copacetic, oh no, it's not. Common sense should tell anybody it is not. Now, being, if you was born and raised here and all that, yeah, you moving about like as if, hey, everything's going to go the same, everybody's still in the rat race and things of that nature. The other day is going to come where the rat race is going to be put on pause. It's going to be put on pause. They're going to hit that pause button. We got a problem. Somebody just dropped a bomb. That's the problem. And like I said, the threat on California, okay, but it's Yellowstone. And you look at these scientists and things, they speak about that. They said that thing can explode at any moment. At any moment. Oh, yeah. You had to go ahead and pick fights. This country had to go pick fights. And you are literally living on top of a massive volcano, possibly an explosion. Think about that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And the Most High said he's going to judge this nation. And we've seen that. We lived through it, matter of fact, and we still living through it. With this awakening. C-19 happened, boom. And now the political nonsense that's happening, it is what it is, and it's supposed to get down that way. And if we're going to do anything, like I said, brothers, don't believe me. Matthew chapter 24, read it. You will see it. But you know, the sad thing about it, though, is this. We still, I mean, some of us are still spellbound. And I'm speaking about the ones that are not woke. Spellbound. We've seen what that can do. We've seen what it can do. Now, the awakened, we've been privileged. We have been privileged for you to be woke and for you to understand who you are. Man, let me tell you something. I'm going to go back a little bit. It was this sister. And the way this sister broke down, what's the name of that movie? Lion King, the first one, the cartoon. Bro, I was just blown. I kid you not, that sister just had me sitting back. And she said, but overall, I seen her like a few times. And I listened to her, for the majority of the times. And she was saying, it's in the music. She said, they're using spells in the music. And she broke down one song by a brother. And I was like, wow, I never paid attention to that. But then this sister here, man, she broke down Lion King. When I say, man, I'm like, what? And you brothers, for you who have seen Lion King, Simba's father was Mustafa. He got killed. And so Simba's uncle Scar told him to run, got inside his head as a young age. And so he ran into captivity. That's what he did. He tried to run away from himself. But when he started to try to understand who he was, that's when the baboon came by and was telling him who he was. And then he was, and then Simba was telling Rafiki, the baboon, his father died. He said, no, you're wrong again. But the way that sister broke that movie down, brother, I felt so angry. I'm not going to use the word stupid. I'm going to say naive of how that was portraying the movie. Now, this is a movie. This awakening. And so once he woke up and he realized his father was in him and he realized who he was, he woke up to a whole different Simba. He knew what he needed to do. He knew what he needed to confront. And when you start to look at brothers and sisters, once they woke up and they realized who they were, and you look at from the beginning of this awakening to now, brothers, please. There are so many different brothers out there and sisters speaking about this awakening. And the people are scared. I'm talking about the people. I'm talking about the ones in power. They are very concerned with this awakening. We woke up. We understand who we were. We understand what we needed to do. Yeah, we brought a measure of heat. We did. Right? Well, let me take that back. We brought in some heat. And that heat was by means of speech. Our book, the Bible, which they went in and called themselves rearranging scriptures and words and things of that nature. But it did not slow us down. It didn't. May have had hit a bump here and there. That's about it. We understood what they came in and they whitewashed the scriptures. We got that. And then, brothers, they went outside to their history, what they did. They're guilty within Torah. They're guilty. And outside of Torah, they still guilty. They condemned themselves as to what they did to Yah's people. They hemmed themselves up. I tell you, this awakening, brothers, let's not take it for granted. Let's not take it for granted. The moment we take it for granted is the time you may be set on a compromising position, and you really don't want to be in that position to be compromised. And I don't get me wrong, I've seen that like 2 or 3 times. I've seen it like 2 or 3 times with 2 sisters and 1 brother. They started to question, the scriptures. But then at the same time, no, don't get me wrong, brothers. You're going to have individuals. They're going to say some smooth things. They're going to say some things that's going to be worded. It would appear to be worded so smoothly. It will get your attention. It will get your attention. Brothers, we must continue to pray to the Most High to give us discernment at all times. Because when that particular conversation comes up to play and you is face to face with you, always know that person knows who you are, and they're trying to deceive you. Like the scripture says, if possible, even Most High's elect. That's what we have in front of us. This is what we got to contend with. The devil knows this rider is about to take peace away. And when things are in an uproar, brothers and sisters, it would appear that'll be the best time for him to stand up, because yes, it's going to be, it would appear it's going to be chaos. It would appear that's going to be a time of no law. I seen, and I wasn't truthfully crazy about this particular movie. He was watching me. I may glance at it here and there, and that's about it. But you talking about when they came to the particular scene with the guy with the red glasses on, and he had the machine gun, he dug a hole full of dead bodies. That's a world without law. That's the world without law. That's a time where you have to choose who you be around. Yeah, now that movie, that's the movie, brothers. Reality, truthfully, we are not there yet, but this is just my encouragement. Put yourself in a position, brothers, where you can avoid being in a position that someone is there attempting to take your life. This is not that time, brothers, for us to be mingling with the nation. You just can't I'm going to say it this way. For us to say we going to a festival, brothers, what's going on right now, that will be a very dangerous position to put ourselves in. Of course, now the world is heightened. There are some warnings that are out there. Trust and believe. And for these so-called elite, they're not there mingling in the world. No, they're not even trying to do interviews. If anything, it's going to be it's going to be an interview where he will be in front of his computer. He's not going out there in the world. That's how serious it's getting now. You still have these talk show hosts and everything. Those people out there that still want to be seen. See, they don't even know what's going on. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to do things that will get the algorithm up and moving where they can make money. They worried about making money and the system is dying. They want to look good for the world. We cannot be getting down that way, brothers. Truthfully, we cannot. The world is dying. The desires of the flesh is dying. Satan's system is dying. This is what the Most High is telling us. He said, get out of her. We can't be doing business with a dying beast. The Most High don't need this beast system for his people to do business. Truthfully, brothers, when it's all over said and done, if you have the power to do business on the earth. Do business on the earth. If it's going to be farming, do business in farming. You will always trade. You will always trade. Do business in cattle or whatever. That's the world got us thinking, oh, you don't want to do that, man. It's a hard job, things of that nature. And when it comes to the young generation, trust and believe, the same mentality that the young kids have today, they're not trying to go into no field and break up land and stuff. No, the same thing is affecting the young kids and the young children in Africa. They don't want to do farming. They didn't seen farming all their lives. They're trying to get out there and find some tech job. Tech is falling. Tech, brothers, can get you absolutely hemmed up. In the beginning phase of the technological world, it would appear, hey, this can help us. Huh? What can help you, brothers, right now? What could help you years ago is affecting you. That little two-way radio you call a cell phone is always in your business. You speak things, you're talking to your wife, your husband, your kids, your friend. That two-way is ear hustling. That's what it's doing. Hearing your whole conversation. That's what it does. And let's not misunderstand this, brothers. We even talking about the TV too. There's a camera in the TV. I repaired them. Pop that back off, and then you go see like maybe no more than 6 computer boards. And then there's a camera in there. There's a camera in them. There it is. Because the government said, if there ever is an what do they call it? A major disaster, they have the capabilities of turning that TV on. Yeah. You think because you undressing in front of a TV like this is the devil's eye. You better recognize, brothers and sisters, we're literally witnessing or coming to understand true tech. And it's when it's all over, it's going to take you back to Enoch. If the Most High deemed it for it to stay, so be it. He is the creator of all of it. But the way we're looking at it right now, brothers and sisters, it's built up against you. YouTube, TikTok, brothers, it's like the music industry and movie industry. If you say something out of pocket, they can mess with your pockets. That's what they can do. And especially if you some, oh, I got a YouTube channel and I make some money off the YouTube channel. Say something out of the way and see what happens. And if that's your means of living, and you say something out of pocket, you're out of there. You're out. That's a controlling mechanism. That's what that is. And this is what we are in. To have the remotes and cell phones. But then they're going to get to a point, brothers, when I'm very adamant about this peace being taken away, because truthfully, brothers, you will get rid of the cell phone. If that's how they track you, you go get rid of it. If that's how they hear your conversation, you're going to get rid of it. Because right now, if I told you, brothers and sisters, you need to get rid of your cell phone right now, you be looking beside my head. You done lost your mind. You done took ill, Brother Mike. But when it gets down to it, you're gonna make that decision. You're going to make that decision. And I do understand communications. You want to communicate with your family to make sure everybody's cool. And, oh man, please. And if you're a father or mother and your child is hundreds of miles away, yeah, that's the thing that will work your nerve. It will. But this is the thing, brothers, and I say this. Get your family in a position or have an understanding that, hey, when this stuff hits the fan, this is our meetup plan. Your child, your family, everybody gonna know, hey, we're gonna meet up here. And all the people that you're concerned with will be in your circle. That's just my encouragement, brothers. That's just my encouragement. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. These days are wicked. And the sad thing about it is the Most High said it's going to get worse. Believe it. Brothers and sisters, walk on water. Hold your trust in the Most High. Don't cut his hands off. Things are impossible with man, not so with the Most High. Hold on to it. Hold on to the Most High. It's going to get real. It's going to get worse. But those hoping in the Most High, he said he is the life. This is what we will have to hold on to. I mean, you got to believe it. Pray for your brothers constantly. Pray for them. Although we're going through what we're going through, brothers and sisters, there are brothers that are going through things worse than you. Pray that the Most High mighty hands be upon them for healing, setting things straight, for saving. These are the things we need to be praying for our brothers and sisters. And on that note, brothers, until next time, you brothers and sisters be safe out there. Shalom.